Stop touching that. Leave that alone. Get that out your hand. He pulls out a blammer and start letting off. Boom, boom, boom. That kid kind of seems like an asshole. Hey, yo, what's wrong with YouTube gang? It's your boy CJ. And you already know, I'm about to tell you guys about all the crazy patients I've encountered while I was in the hospital. So you know what? Let's stop wasting time and let's get it. Now, the first patient I encountered happened about a week or two before my first surgery. And let's just say, this guy was a little too happy. Yeah, man, this guy loved himself. And you can just imagine what I'm talking about. You see, they brought me down to this floor to wait for my surgery after I got out of ICU. So they put me in a room in the first bed. Now, I never got to see this patient. Nope. All I know is that he was some older guy and what the nurses used to say every time they would come in the room. See, the first 2 days I was there, it was okay. No problem. I didn't hear not one bad thing. He didn't make not one peep. So I'm like, man, the guy I'm sharing with the room is pretty cool. Stupid. He don't really talk. It wasn't until the third day when the nurse came in and she just yelled out,
"Stop touching that. Leave that alone. Get that out your hand."
And I'm sitting there like, get what out your hand? What are you touching? What's going on over there? So my girl's in the room and I'm like, yo, what is going on over there? She's like,
I don't know. I can't see. The curtain's drawn.
So after the nurse finished attending to him, she walks out the room shaking her head and she sees another nurse. And all I hear her says,
"He keeps playing with himself in there. Oh my God. That is so disgusting."
Huh? I want to go home. I don't want to. I want to go home.
And I'm like, whoa, wait. I'm in the first bed and this man over there having a happy time. Bruh. But yup, that's what he was doing. He was in there having a ball. And I mean, I don't know how the TV wasn't on and he ain't have a phone in his hand because I didn't hear anything. Well, most guys do watch their stuff on silent.
He's stupid.
So he could have been over there doing his thing without us knowing. Now, part of me didn't want to believe what the nurse said. But one day, when Bae came up to visit me, tell me why the curtain was drawn back just a little and she saw him. Yup, she saw him going to town. And she was like,
"Oh my God. He's really playing with himself."
And I'm like, nah, bruh. Now you disrespecting. Now my girl done saw your shrivel up, dried up, wrinkle raisin, pee-pee. Hey, yep. Like, bro, what are you doing? And the funny thing is, she said all he did was just look at her. Really, bruh? You gonna look at my girl? Now that's your little thought to help you get off? Oh my God. I can't make this stuff up. Nope. That guy was really in there going to town. After my girl saw him going to town, it wasn't about 2 minutes later before the nurse came back in, saw him, and said it again.
"Oh my God, put that away. Stop playing with it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go."
Now, this is one thing I am extremely happy that I didn't get to see because I'd have been traumatized to this day. When you go to the hospital, man, you don't expect to have the person in the bed next to you to be having a happy time while you're laying in the next bed. Nope. That's just wrong. Like, how can you do that? What is on your mind? But if you thought that was wrong and crazy, let me tell you about my next roommate. What happened to this guy was crazy. Now, this happened about a month and a half after my surgery. Yeah, I was in the hospital for about 4 months. Damn! That was my place of residence. That's where I lived. But anyway, I was in my room and my old roommate left. You know, he got better. He literally got up and walked out that hospital because he was all good. But my next roommate was this older Caucasian guy. He came in the room and he was dumb cool. He was really nice. You know, we talked, we laughed, we busted up. But it wasn't until I asked this man what happened to him. Because, you know, he asked me what happened to me. So this man looks me dead in my eyes and tell me,
"Oh, my brother shot me 3 times.
A minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Your brother did what? I said, what you do to your brother? He said,
"Night. Brother came to my house. We were talking. We were sitting on the couch, laughing and joking. I said, 'Yo, you want something to drink?' He said, 'Yeah.' So I got up, went to get him something to drink, went back to the bathroom, came back, pulls out a blammer, and started letting off. Boom, boom, boom."
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Excuse me, what? Your brother just tried to unalive you? He's like,
"Yeah."
I said, for no reason? He's like,
"Yeah."
I said, that's crazy. He said,
"You want to know what's really crazy?"
I said, what? He said,
"See this lump on my left shoulder?"
I said, yeah, kind of. He said, that's
Still the bullet.
what? You still got the bullet in your shoulder? He said,
Yeah, he hit me 3 times. One hit my spinal cord, and this one right here traveled from my back up to my shoulder.
I'm like, this is some Jerry Springer shit. Like, what? Y'all need counseling. This man looks at me and was like,
Yeah, I had to call cops.
I'm like, wait, what? You wasn't gonna call the cops?
Bruh.
Oh, my bad. If you only shot you once, you would have just let it ride, right? Like, oh, that's just my leg. I got another one.
Stupid!
Bro, my brother shoot me. He going to jail. He going to jail. Like, are you serious? But that's not it. Along with his brother almost unaliving him, I had to get out my room one day. Yup. They had to transfer me out of my room because they thought this man had hepatitis C because he was getting so damn sick and had a bad cough. I'm like, yo, I was in the room with him for like 3 days. 3 days! I could have had it. So they kicked me out the room, put me in another room with this nice guy who, now that I think about it, he ain't really talk. No, we said hi. We said hi once or twice. But yeah, in my room, on lockdown, they had to quarantine the room, wipe down everything with bleach and all that stuff, just to find out a day or two later that he didn't have hepatitis C. But I guess it's okay. Better safe than sorry. But can y'all imagine your brother just comes over to your house and try to unalive you for no damn reason? That's crazy. But wait. There's one more patient I encountered. I mean, I didn't really speak to this kid, but his story was wild. So when I was in therapy, right, there was this young guy that came. And you know, he had to be about like 21, 22. And I'm like, all right, cool. He seems like a young, cool dude. He ain't really say much. You know, he stayed in his phone. His girlfriend came up. His mom came up. You know, he was from Jersey. For some reason, they brought him to Manhattan because that was the best hospital for him to be in. Tell me why. When I was talking to one of the therapists one day, I'm sitting there like, yo, what happened to that kid over there? He don't seem like he don't want to do any work. He's always in therapy, just sitting there on his phone. He never works out. And I mean, he can't really move his legs. Therapist looked at me and says,
somebody shot him like 6 times.
I said, what? What did he do? And he is blessed. The therapist like,
Yup, I heard he was outside hanging out. Somebody ran up on him and just boom, right to his back. Just dropped him right there.
I'm like, whoa. I wonder what this kid did. He's like,
I don't know, but that kid kind of seems like an asshole.
Really, nigga?
He's always snappy. He's always mad and angry at everybody. But he could just be angry because of the situation he's in. But look at you. You're in a worse situation than he is, and you're nowhere as disrespectful and angry as this.
Nope.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Then the therapist told me,
you remember the other day when everybody was yelling and screaming in the hallway?
I'm like, yeah, what happened? I didn't know what happened. Nobody wanted to tell me what was going on. Therapist tell me,
well, you had a breakdown the other day.
I'm like, what? What do you mean a breakdown? He's like,
not a breakdown, more like a temper tantrum. Because his roommate left, you know, he got discharged. So he had that room to himself for about a week and a half. So he was loving it, he was enjoying it. But the other day, we tried to put somebody in his room, and this dude went off. He started flipping out. He started throwing things, yelling, acting like a whole child.
I'm like, what? Not a whole baby.
I just your baby.
The therapist like,
he locked himself in the bathroom for about like 4 hours. Talk about, I'm not coming out unless I get my own room.
Bruh, what are you talking about? You in a hospital, not the Motel 6.
Bruh.
Not the Holiday Inn. What? Not the Ritz-Carlton.
Really, nigga?
What are you talking about? You want your own room. I'm like, yo, that's why all that screaming was going on? He was like,
yup, that boy acts up. He acts like a whole child when he don't get what he wants.
now wait. I found out some more information from a nurse. Because you know, I was the cool guy on the floor.
Stop the
Mr.
cap.
Cool. So everybody spoke to me. One of the nurses, right? He was about that life, if you know what I mean. So he told me,
yo, you know that patient in the other room? That young kid?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I heard he got popped like 6 times. He's like,
Yeah, with a 40.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I said, whoa. A 40? He's like,
Yeah, they try to take him out.
I said, that's crazy. If y'all know anything about firearms, a 40 is that big boy. That's that joint that leave holes in you the size of a grape and come out the size of a damn orange.
Bruh.
Yeah, they was blasting at this boy. I'm like, yo, he's lucky to be alive. Hopefully he don't move back to Jersey, because if he does, they are coming for him. Yo, man, those 3 patients took the cake. I mean, I thought I was just gonna be in the hospital trying to get better.
Nope.
But I had to deal with 3 crazy people that was just going off. I mean, when you get sick, you never know how you're gonna act. Some people don't act right. Some people deal with it a lot better. Just like I had to deal with some crazy ass home attendants when I came home from the hospital. Let me tell you, some of these home attendants were like, how did you even get this job, bruh? What? Who hired you? But come back next week and I'll let you know about all the crazy home attendants that I had to deal with ever since I got home. And let me just say, some of these guys make me question whether or not I want a home attendant.
Never